Yo, I'm Bob. Into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Happen to be totally blind since birth. Going to be unboxing the Foot Soldier, and he is a loyal subject's best action figure. I'm not sure what version this Foot Soldier is. If he's more based on the '80s tune, by which I mean, more robotic. Well, I mean, even if he is, he's probably going to be wearing all of his ninja garb. He's going to be masked. He's going to have, most of his wrappings on, I would imagine. So he's a foot soldier, nonetheless. I think these guys, they are packaged with these lids on their figure trays, and I'm kind of wondering, if I'm not too careful with him, if he's going to come falling right out of that package. Trying to be really careful opening him. The lid looks like it's firmly in place though, so I'm not going to take that lid off just yet. I'm going to have to do that in a little bit. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him. It's probably clear plastic. So, yeah, there he is. It looks like he's got a lot of stuff in there too. All right, I want to pause this. Make sure I don't lose any of the accessories. Break them out of the figure tray, and, well, we'll take a closer look. Back in the blink of an eye. All right, here's our foot soldier out of his packaging. So I went ahead and equipped him with his weapon-holding hands. He's got fists, he's got open hands, he's got weapon-holding hands. And he comes with a lot of accessories. I wish that the Playmates action figure I had when I was a kid had come with what this guy does. So, I mean, he has got some shurikens in his hands, so they stay pretty well. I'm still very much afraid that my carpet will eat these if he drops them, but they look like they're staying in his hands pretty well. He looks like your basic foot soldier to me. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be the robotic foot soldier. I mean, I guess he could be under all of his ninja garb here. The head to me doesn't look like as much of a robotic football head as the old foot soldiers. I guess you could use this guy as a robotic foot soldier or just regular foot ninja if you wanted. I mean, anyway, you look at it, they're all alike, minions of Shredder. Nice tight joints on this guy right away, I notice. I like his pads there on his arms. I mean, that giveaway. I mean, even a blind guy can tell that's a foot soldier when you get him out of the packaging. Very tall, pretty slender. Alright, here he is from the back. Oh, I say tight joints, but he's a little loose in his left leg, but not too loose. Well, maybe he kind of is. Alright, let's take a look at some more of his stuff. So he also has a sword. Just your regular run-of-the-mill sword here. I think it's the same one that came with our Shredder. BSTAXN Shredder, I should say. Looks about the same to me, anyway. So he's also got a rifle, but to me, this thing looks a lot like Krang's brain drain gun. It's probably not exactly the same, but I'm thinking of the end of that gun. It kind of looks like a plunger. And I remember that gun very distinctly because Krang was one of the first TMNT action figures I got when I was a kid. Krang and his life support system, or Bubble Walker as we call it these days. Thinking of Invasion of the Krangazoids. Really cool looking rifle. I think it, to me, reminds me of Dimension X weaponry. Very futuristic looking laser rifle there for him to wield. So last but not least, he has a spear. So he is loaded when it comes to weapons. This spear kind of reminds me of Wicket's spear from Return of the Jedi. I don't know. It's got that same Well, the tip looks the same to me, but I mean, it's a foot soldier spear. Guess if you wanted, you could have Wicket wielding it. It's going to be a huge spear for Wicket to wield, but... So, in terms of his weapons, I mean, right away, I'm wanting to rate him like 10 out of 10 because they just pack this guy with stuff. The original Playmates had the turtle shell biter. I just read up on those weapons because I just remember the biter and the knife. It said that we also got an electroshock mace, but I don't know if I remember that. I don't know if I ever got that out of the packaging. So it might have been a weapon I never got because, you know, me not being able to see, I might have actually left it in the package. But I was, you know, 6, 7 at the time, so sue me. I remember the turtle shell biter and the knife, though. So Mr. Foot here, he's also got fisted hands, closed fists. Maybe he got disarmed by the turtle, so now he's just got to resort to throwing punches. Really like the design of this guy. I mean, yeah, you can clearly tell he's a foot soldier. He looks a lot like the foot soldier from the Power Rangers Turtles crossover action figures. And some. That other foot soldier, I think he had blades on his gauntlets. So, foot soldier, he also has open hands. I'm actually surprised that I like this figure as much as I do. He's skinnier than I remember. Of course, this isn't a Playmates action figure, so yeah, he's going to be a bit skinnier. But yeah, I like all the different pairs of hands. You got your open hands, closed hands. You have your weapons gripping hands, and they just, like I said, they packed him with a ton of stuff for. He's a cheaper action figure, but at the same time, you get, you know, your throwing stars. You get a sword, you get a spear, you get that really awesome looking Dimension X style laser rifle there with a, you know, plunger into it. Just a lot of accessories for him. So if you wanted an army build, you could. I might eventually bid on one on eBay, you know, maybe about a year or so, because I usually just, you know, buy one minion. But I mean, it would kind of be cool to have 2 foot soldiers around. You know, you could have one with a sword, one with a spear, or you could have 2 foot soldiers wielding your laser rifles, or just ready to throw your shuriken around. And I do believe I want to give that guy a 10 out of 10 because I think it's the accessories that do it for me. But I also like the amount of hands that we get. I wish they would have done an alternate head sculpt with a robotic face, you know, unmasked maybe, and then we possibly could have gotten a damaged robotic face. I think you could probably get those from NECA, but I mean, I'm not able to find the older action figures. I you know, just never really could acquire those. They were store exclusives. I never could find any of the foot soldiers or anything like that. This guy, though, I really like him just because of the amount of accessories that he has. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for him. And I'll hear you guys next time.